Sat Shri Akal, everyone. My name is Tania Kaur.
I'm Manpreet Singh.
Welcome to That Punjabi Couple podcast. Today we're going to talk about Punjabi movies, our favorites, and everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between.
Right. And so before we talk about that, I want to say just my heartfelt condolences because Jaswinder Bhalla passed away. And he is a famous comedian from Punjab. I used to see Chinkata with my dad when I was younger. I listened to so many of his tapes back when there were tapes, not even CDs. And then he became like very prominent in Punjabi movies, and he passed away sadly at the age of 65. So
Yeah, he was a legend.
It's a legend.
Yeah.
It's just a big loss for the Punjabi community because he actually talked about every issue politically, but in a comedic way. And he just made fun of everybody. And he was very good and he was very funny. And he actually, I think, was one of the pioneers that lifted Punjabi movies to the level they are now, too, because if he's in it, you know it's going to be funny. You know, there'll be some dialogue you'll remember. So rest in peace, Jaswinder Bhalla. Hope your family does well. Our condolences.
Yeah.
Just a big loss in the community. I was shocked when I heard it. It's just a big loss in the community.
Yeah. It was sudden and definitely a big loss, even for someone like me who I don't watch as many Punjabi movies as you do, but I know anytime if there's Jaswinder Bhalla in the movie, like you're gonna laugh. The story might not be that great, but his parts, like he's gonna come on scene and he's gonna like make you forget about everything and just make you laugh.
Right, exactly. I mean, I watch movies because he was in it, not because, and he wasn't even the main star, but I'm like, oh, Bhalla's in this, it's going to be funny. Let me watch it. Yeah. So it's just a heartbreaking loss. But, even just going back, does your family like watch Punjabi movies? Did you watch Punjabi movies when you were younger?
Yeah, we did. From what I remember, when we were younger, there were not a lot of Punjabi movies. There were definitely old school ones, which I'm sure you're going to mention. I didn't really watch the old school ones. I think when I started watching them, it was Harbhajan Mann who started coming out with the newer Punjabi movies, set in like Canada and then some parts shot in India, and the story of like, leaving the country and going to America or Canada, and their story and falling in love with someone back home. And so Harbhajan Mann, when he came out with Asanuman Vatanada and Jiayanu, I think those were the two ones that come up in my head as that I remember about Punjabi movies when they came on scene for me, and I enjoyed them and I could relate to them. They had great songs, and I don't know if anyone else did it that way, but he definitely shot like a new age story in that time, because everyone wants to leave, at least make something of themselves, go to Canada, go to India. You hear about that all the time, and then they actually made a whole movie relating to that. And so yeah, those are the two movies that I feel back in the day that come to mind, like first Punjabi movie that I really liked.
Man, you are young. My Punjabi movies go way back.
I mean, thanks.
So so my family watched Punjabi movies all the time, whatever we could get our hands to, and Bollywood movies too, because my sisters watch Bollywood movies like crazy. But my dad was a fan of Bollywood too. But Punjabi movie wise, I remember one of the first movies, and these are classics to me, probably classics in Punjabi cinema now too, but I was watching them very early. I think the ones I remember were, Long Da Lishkara, Chan Pardesi, which still makes me cry. If I watch it today, I would cry at the ending. And then, Chadar Babe Nanak Da came in those times. And it was just like, those were like the classics movies that we just always had on hand. We had the VHSs of those movies. We would pop them in anytime. Mamla Gadbad Hai, bunch of like Dara Singh movies, Sawa Lakh Se Ek Ladun. So Dara Singh made Punjabi movies as well, which is great. A great contribution to Punjabi cinema. And so yeah, and so those are the movies like I grew up on. I used to watch them all the time. Um, all the Yograj. So Yograj is in a bunch of Punjabi movies these days.
I have
You
no
know,
idea who that is.
his dad's he's the father of like the famous cricketer Yuvraj,
Oh,
but he
okay.
was in Punjabi movies, so many Punjabi movies back
Okay,
in
okay.
the days. Plays like the angry judge character and all that stuff.
Okay,
And
gotcha.
now he plays grandfather in all these movies. And he's good. He's a great actor. So all those movies we saw, and it was the best. I mean, I'm thank God I grew up on them. One, I know Punjabi culture a little more and what happened back in the day. Also, it helped my Panjabi.
Mm.
Like I would listen to the songs, I would listen to what they say. If I don't understand anything, I ask my parents. That helped me in my Punjabi.
Mm.
So those are the types of movies that I grew up on.
I
What?
think it just goes to show how differently we grew up. I mean, I definitely heard of Uchadar Babe Nanak da, Chan Pardesi, Long the Lashkara. I've heard of those movies, but I think when I did try to watch them, I I didn't connect with them. Maybe I was too young at the time. I don't know, but I do remember like my mommy G's talking about them. I'm sure my parents have seen these movies, but it wasn't like household names in my house growing up. And I think our cultures, even though we're both Punjabi, grew up Punjabi, our cultures were still different in the house. It just
Right.
goes to show. Like we definitely watched American movies. My parents watched it with us, at home or um, in theaters too. We would go out, but we never really saw Punjabi movies per se. It would just be at home. We'd wait for it to come on DVD or something. But those were the ones you need were like old school
Right.
Punjabi classics.
Yeah, that was my introduction
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Punjabi cinema. Was that? And so yeah, I mean, and I still watch those
Mm-hmm.
movies. I still like them. Raj Babbar he got his start there. Then he went to Bollywood as well, and he's a phenomenal actor.
Mm.
But like all those movies, even when I was in college, Uttam Singh came. But the movie that really, I think, like the movie that really took Punjabi cinema to a level up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's two movies. One is Shaheed Mohabbat Bhutta Singh, like Gurdas Mann made it, the first CinemaScope Punjabi movie ever made. So use a
Mm.
CinemaScope lens because if you see old Punjabi movies, they're like 4:3. So like you're
Mm-hmm.
seeing it on your TVs now that are widescreen, you'll just see a box, right? And there's
Okay.
nothing on the sides because they were shot in a box, like using old lens. But if
Mm-hmm.
you see old Bollywood movies at that time, they weren't like that. But then
Oh.
then later on, then Shaheed Mohabbat was the first, and Shaheed Mohabbat went. She got some national award and all that stuff. It was a great. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, just because I think, and I know people think I'm biased because Gurdas Mann's in it, but also
No.
the story is so good.
Yeah.
The Shaheed Mohabbat story is amazing. Like the script is amazing. The
Mm-hmm.
directing is amazing. There's like no filler content. There's no
Mm.
faltu song. There's no song that's like just in there for an item song. There's no words in the script that are used just as fluff. Like each dialogue means something, is moving
Yeah.
you along the story to something else. So that I think that script was complete. The direction was amazing, and like a lot of people don't know this, that Gaddar is basically a remake of Shaheed Mohabbat.
Ah.
Yeah,
Gadar with Sunny Deol.
yeah, Sunny Deol's movie that was a big hit.
Gotcha,
It's basically
gotcha.
the Shaheed Mohabbat story
Yeah.
that came 3 years later. So it's like, come on now. Like everybody, like if you know Punjabi cinema, it was copied from there. And it's
Ah.
a true story, by the way. The
Mm.
Bhutta Singh story is a true story. And so it's a very heartbreaking
Mhm.
story as
Mhm.
well. Another movie I cried in. So,
You've
but
been crying a lot.
yeah, I cry at movies and funerals only. Like, so that movie I think took Punjabi cinema to a
Mm.
like a national stage in India at least, and then globally, and even national, and even I would say worldly, but then globally, the Gianu when Harpajan Man
Yeah.
made that, I think that then everybody saw it, like everybody
Yeah.
saw Gianu, and it was a great movie. That was a great movie, great songs,
Mhm.
great story. They showed Punjab how it should be.
Yeah.
There's no villains per se or anything like that. So it was good. But those two movies really, like, I think were the foundation to where
Mm.
all these other Punjabi movies are being made now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you force me to watch Shahid Mohabbat?
I did.
I did. Okay, yeah,
That
I
was a
did see that one.
prerequisite before we got married.
Yes.
That you see this movie, and then you write a 3-page paper on what you think about this movie.
It's all coming back to me now. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree. It's a very thoughtfully made movie, and if you love Punjabi language, and songs, it's that one definitely moves you. It's emotional, for sure. Um, and I definitely clearly remember seeing Gadar too, even though it was a knockoff of it.
Right.
But it
It was
was
a big
still
hit.
it was still a good movie, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just goes to show like the story just stood the test of time. It was such a powerful emotional story.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. It was a very Ranja-like story too, if you think
Mm.
about it, because he gives up everything, goes to her, and all that stuff. Anyways, but those two movies I thought were really good. Um, and
And I
then
think now, since then, more recent movies, I would say in the past 10, 15 years, were probably of other up and coming actors and singers now who kind of were showcasing the
right,
band life, going back to the band, and how people, I mean, it just goes to show people were related to that, people who were from the band and who wanted
yeah,
glimpses of their hometown growing up. Like there were so many movies, I think, after that that showed the band life, right?
right, right.
And then the songs now, I think, became more Pindu sort of too, and it wasn't just Bollywood Punjabi songs anymore. So I think since then, you're right, it kind of set the stage for these other movies and kind of made the way to show like, hey, Punjab is beautiful,
Um,
and there's bands that are beautiful and the life there, and it just kind of, I think, pulled at certain people's strings. Like, I know when your mom watches these movies set in the band, I know she talks about it because she was like, oh yeah, I grew up just like that, so
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, the singers. So the singers being in the movies, that's like always been the case, I think,
Mm,
just so the movie could be marketable, just so people already know the singer, they love the songs. The
yeah.
Punjabi movies are really, the songs in it have to be really good.
Hmm.
It's like Bollywood, the songs are good, so it markets the movie better. But the singers that started coming up in these movies are great. Like
Yeah.
I'm happy. Like there's uh obviously okay Gurdas, we talked about her Pajanman, Babuman making movies. So he made
Yeah.
Husher, which was really good, Ekam,
Okay.
which was good. He just made Sucha Surma, which I thought was really good as well.
Yeah.
Uh, but like Babuman, but now Diljit, obviously Diljit is in all these movies. Diljit took it to a whole new level.
Right.
But Arminder Gill, another singer,
Dharmendra Gill. Yeah.
right? So Jazzy B's been in movies.
Ammy Virk.
Ammy Virk, yeah. So like all these singers are in movies, and they actually turn out to be good actors.
Yeah.
Like like Ami's a good actor. Diljit's a good actor. Arminder Gill's a good actor, and they're
Yeah.
great singers,
Yeah. I
right?
think
So
that kind of sets apart Punjabi media from Bollywood or maybe American cinema too. Is so many of these Punjabi actors are singers or were singers, and they
right,
can act too, and they can dance too.
right,
Whereas in Bollywood, someone else is usually singing the song, and then there's like another main actor who's different. So yeah, there's a lot of talent, a lot of talented people that kind
yeah,
of paved the way for Punjabi cinema.
yeah. And like Sartaj is doing more movies now. I didn't think
Yeah.
I would see Sartaj in movies. I think he's okay. He's not my cup of tea in
Yeah.
movies. Uh,
The Black Prince, was that?
Black Prince, he tried to.
I
I
don't
think
think I saw the whole movie. I couldn't. I
it
couldn't get through it.
was it was good. It could have been
Mm,
so much better. But it was a good first effort. You can't. I'm not going to blame Sirtaj for it, but he tried his best. It was his
yeah.
first movie, I think. But like all those other movies that he's making, I think he's trying to make like different types of cinema too, and different types of movies, not just comedies. So I
Hmm.
give him credit for that. His acting chops aren't, because every time you see him, you still see Sartaj,
Yeah.
right? So that's a little different for me.
Yeah, you can't separate his identity
Right,
from him.
right. Um, but yeah, I mean, but it's good. It's good to see
Mm,
like singers in
it's
movies, and it's good
great.
to see the movies.
Yeah.
all the way up. I mean, going like globally, it's good to see that Punjabi songs are getting more prominent. Like even with Sardar G3, that whole BS that happened because India is crazy because there's a Pakistani actress in it, and now we can't show this movie in India because there's a Pakistani actress. That was like the dumbest thing I've heard.
Yeah.
This is why India is just so weird, man. Thank God we do not live there because that's just weird and horrible and stupid laws. But anyways, and then Sardar G3 was seen by like Gujaratis. Sardar G3 was seen by like non-Punjabi, fluent Punjabi-speaking people because all over the world, and it probably made more money than it would if it was just shown in India too. You know, because of the controversy. Was it like a great movie? It was okay. It's the same old Diljit movies. It's like Sardar G 1, 2, you know?
Yeah.
It's just fun. They're just fun movies.
Right.
Are they fun? Yes, they are fun. So it's good to see that he's catching on a global audience beyond Punjabis in his movies, at least Diljit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's Diljit.
Right.
So he's like, he wears so many hats, he can do it all.
Right.
It seems like.
No, he's on top of the world right now, and I hope he stays there. I mean, he's great, so I hope he stays there.
Yeah, but I would say most Punjabi movies, when you think of a Punjabi movie, you know it's going to have a little bit of everything.
Right.
It's going to have a lot of comedy. It's going to have a lot of, you know, one-liners and jokes, and then good songs, you know, and probably someone who's a singer and an actor who can dance. But I have to say, Sucha Surma, I saw that. And this is, I think, how you know maybe it's a pretty good movie, is it wasn't like all those typical Punjabi movies.
Right.
It wasn't like a typical love story. And at the end of it, it left you feeling like, okay, like it left you with a feeling that is memorable. It wasn't the best feeling because it's not, I don't want to give it away, but it's just, it's a serious movie set in the Pind, but I think he chose to do something different here, which is kind of nice, not just your typical movie.
It's based on a true person. It's based on a real story, and probably a lot of folklore with it, but it's based on a true story. And the director, Ammy Virk, who happens to be Babu Singh Man's son, is a famous writer, Punjabi lyricist. I think he's one of the best directors in Punjab.
Oh.
He's a smart dude. I've seen so many of his interviews. He's a smart dude, and he made Sucha Surma. He made Hawaiian. Remember back in the day, Hawaiian, the 84, and he showed like he made those movies, man. So I give that guy props. I hope he makes more movies. I hope, you know, producers give him more money to make good stories, to make different stories. He's actually like a director. But I think that's where. So we talked about all the good stuff. Like that's where the Punjabi movies are just sometimes too many because they're all just comedies.
Yeah.
And I know Punjabis love comedies and they want to be, you know, they want to have fun.
Yeah.
But I think we're overdoing it on like all these comedies coming out. Like we need different. We have so many stories to tell. So many, even historical.
More depth.
Yeah. We need depth. We need more depth in our story. It doesn't need to be 15. Like it doesn't need to be like 6 great songs in it or something like that. Yeah. But just tell a good story.
No,
you know,
I agree.
That leaves people with like, whoa, okay, what was that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that those movies need to be a lot more. Hopefully the singers can help, but that's where I see like if Punjabi cinema is just all about comedy, then it's really not going to go to the places we wanted to go to.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and the comedies, I'm sure they're great. I'm sure they're money makers. That model is working, which is why people keep doing it. Right. And people keep watching it too. But I think that's also because that's all that we have right now. So I'm sure, you know, when you have a story like Sucha Surma, it was different. Yeah, it was a true story, but it just left you feeling like a little bizarre, a little, you know, weird. It wasn't your typical happy ending. But those kind of stories kind of like stick with you, you know, even a week or two later, you're still thinking about it like, wow, what happened there? That was crazy, you know? So yeah, we need different stories. I think more writers. I think that's why we should be supporting, you know, more Punjabi actors, actresses. It's not just about the songs, like you said. But I think we're getting there. I mean, compared to before when they first coming out and they were more low budget. Now the sets are more elaborate.
Right.
The dialogue is more elaborate. So I think we're getting there. It's just a
Yeah,
little
because
slow.
no, now they're spending money because they're shooting
Yeah.
in London. They go to
Hmm.
Australia. They go to America. They go,
Yeah.
Canada. So they're
Yep.
shooting in all these places. So which is great.
Yeah.
And it's getting better. More Punjabis are coming out. They look forward to Punjabi movies, so it's getting better.
Yeah.
But we got to start telling different stories. We have so many, especially in our history too. Like
Hmm.
Mustane came out. That movie broke records, and that was a good movie. It wasn't like the greatest, but it was a real good movie. Like I really liked seeing it, at least, And Guru Nanak Jahaz came again, another great movie, more historically accurate, and and then so we need like more Sikh history stories too, not just
Oh
an
yeah.
animation. Like what Sikh stories could we tell?
Yeah.
And so there's a lot more work to do. There's a lot more work to do, but yeah, Punjabi movies um, are gaining traction, which is great.
Yeah, absolutely. And I
Yeah.
think at the very least, how do we get those stories out? When I think about it, I'm just like, we need to tell our kids more stories.
Right.
The young kids, they need to know about these. They might be the next director, producers,
Yeah.
writers. You never know. But
I
I
hope
think
so.
these stories need to be told, and it always starts at the home. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking about myself and us. Our kids now, they ask. They're learning about the gurus now. That was their
Uh,
summer. That was the summer project. You taught them how to memorize the 10 gurus, Panj Pyare, Char Sahibzade, but now they want to know. They actually say, like, I want to hear a story about the gurus. Our
yeah.
3-year-old, my 3-year-old said that, right? So
Yeah.
she wants to know, and I think this is how it starts,
Yeah.
right?
No, this is definitely how it starts.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I want to talk about, or I definitely want to touch on this Bollywood Punjabis,
Hmm.
and their contribution to Punjab cinema. So the people that have
Mm.
contributed. So there was a movie back in the day which is very famous, which a lot of people saw. It was called Nanak Naam Jahaza,
Hmm.
and it was with Prithvi Raj Kapoor. So hopefully I'm saying his name right. I think he's the father of Raj Kapoor.
Okay.
So Raj Kapoor, like Rishi
Yeah.
Kapoor's dad or whatever. So and he did so much in Bollywood cinema, right? Even back in the day. But then he made Nanak Naam Jahaza too. Played
Mm.
a Sardar guy in it. The story was great. Movie was a big hit. My dad saw it like when he was young. So like Bollywood people giving back. Chand Pradesi had Amrish Puri in it. Amrish
Yep.
Puri was big, man. He was in
Oh
Steven
yeah.
Spielberg's movie.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, the Lost Temple. So let's keep it real. And Amrish Puri even came back and did Punjabi movies,
Hmm.
right? So I give mad props to Amrish Puri.
Yep. Akshay
And Om Puri came. Om Puri is
Puri.
a great actor. He's done Bollywood. He's done American films, and now and he still came back to do Punjabi films. He did it in the
Mm.
80s, 90s, and in the last decade. Sadly, he passed away too, but he did
Yeah.
it as well. And so it's great, man. It's great to see that these famous Bollywood actors, or at least they're giving back to cinema.
Hmm.
Um, right now, the the what I don't like is so Dharmendra gave back to Dharmendra was like the biggest Bollywood star
Yeah, the biggest.
ever.
Oh yeah.
Like there's people that are non-Indians know Dharmendra.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dharmendra was the biggest Bollywood star, and he was at peak, and he came back to do Punjabi movies,
Hmm.
and he did many, and he gave back to Punjabi cinema. So I always have a soft spot for Dharmendra because of that,
Yeah.
because he did contribute. He paid back. Like he went back to the pen, and he made the movies, and he did
Yep.
whatever to make sure the cinema's good. Back then I think his cousin Virender made so many movies, so all these movies that you see, a lot of them were with his cousin Virender, who made so many.
Mm.
And Virender was a great actor. Sadly, um, he got shot, I think, so it was
Oh.
it was bad. Yeah, I mean, anyways, so Tharminder gave back, but my take on Bobby Dill and Sunny Dill never gave anything to Punjabi cinema.
Mm.
I mean, these guys are like part of these Dills have not given anything back. They haven't done any Punjabi movie at all, which is so weird. Which is like, I do not like the Dills. People are like, oh, Punjabi actors, the Dills. I'm like, I don't care about Sunny Deol. I don't care about Bobby Deol. They could fall off the earth tomorrow, and I wouldn't even bat an eye, because they exploit Punjabi in their Bollywood movies, but they have not given back. Their dad has given back.
Yeah.
But it's just so funny how Sunny and Bobby have not given back to Punjabi cinema.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like, whatever, dude. I don't even see their movies. I just boycott their movies, or even if it would win like awards, which they don't.
And Isha Deol, right? Is that their sister?
I don't know. Their
Isha
sister.
Deol, I think so.
I don't know.
But
None of them have done anything.
No, you're right.
So.
You're right. I'm just wondering, like, what happened? Like, where was the disconnect there? Because your father is Dharmendra.
Right. Right.
Your father is this iconic Punjabi actor. So somewhere along the way, I feel like there was some disconnect. Why were they not, more forward and not more like into Punjabi cinema, and where maybe did they feel not accepted, or maybe did they feel that they're just not Punjabi enough? I don't know. Because why would you not want to?
They don't want to give back.
Yeah.
They don't want to give back to the culture. There's no money in it for them, probably. I mean, you got to volunteer your time. You think there was money when Dharmendra made those movies? He did it for free. He did it for free. They're not really paying Dharmendra for it. You know what I'm saying? Or he did it at like cost, or he did it at like whatever.
Or maybe he just actually loved, Punjabi culture and cinema and acting.
Yeah.
I think.
Tara Singh was doing Bollywood. He came back and he opened up a Punjabi studio and everything, and he started making Punjabi movies. Yeah. So it's like, but the Dills, these Dill brothers never gave back. So I could care less about these Dill brothers at all. Akshay Kumar was in a Punjabi film, produced it, and made a guest appearance and spoke Punjabi because he speaks Punjabi fluently. Spoke Punjabi. Even Akshay Kumar is doing it, man.
Right.
Akshay Kumar.
He's done a good couple of Punjabi roles.
And produced stuff and all. Like, no matter what you think about him, and he's crazy as well.
Right.
I totally agree.
That's disputable.
But but it's like, at least he gave back. Like, where are you, man? Where are you? Like, where are the? So for me, the Dills are like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Something fell off the map there. Yeah.
As money hungry, greedy people. Honestly, that's all I could think of. Yeah, but hopefully, I mean, moving forward, I think Punjabi cinema is awesome. I think it's great. I think people don't show their kids, but I think it'll help. It'll help their Punjabiness. It'll help them laugh. It'll help them get jokes. They'll be into Punjabi music. So
just have it on in the background. Yeah. Even when your kids are there, even though they might not understand everything.
Right.
I might not understand everything, but thank God for subtitles.
Right.
Because when that pinned boli, when that speeds up, it's hard to understand. When Diljit speaks, it's hilarious to you, but I'm more like, what? I need like some translation here, but yeah. I think Punjabi boli, Punjabi movies, Diljit definitely did a lot in terms of that, and just the way he speaks, it's hilarious. So he definitely did it all. But some women like Neeru Bajwa, she's been around for so long. She did so much. She played so many roles. Agreed. And I think she did it so classy.
She is
gracefully,
and she's a producer and she makes films. So Neeru Bajwa is definitely a big contribution in
Judge
Punjabi
and Juliet
cinema.
Came out, and I mean I think it's like an iconic movie name now.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, the last one was a big hit. Mm-hmm. So no, Neeru Bajwa is great. She is one of the few women that are prominent, that are producers, that are doing good things. So I'm very happy to see. Hope she does more.
Yeah.
Hope she does more. That's great. That's great.
Women.
I mean, back in the day, who was like the Preeti Sapru was like the Punjabi girl of dreams, I guess. Back in the day.
It's like you're still dreaming about her.
Preeti Sapru, yeah. She's great. She's still great.
Yeah.
She's still great. Yeah. So it was I think we're on to big and better times. Mm-hmm. So it's great. It's great to see Punjabi movies flourish. I hope they do really well.
Yep.
I hope I hope when my kids are older and they're going to the theaters. They are still like, hey, I want to go see this Punjabi movie. I'll be like, oh my gosh,
that would make your day.
you want to see this Punjabi movie? Can I come?
No, Dad, I'm going with my boyfriend.
Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening.
But yeah, no, it's a great time to be a part of cinema, I think now, because you can do so much. And
right.
Yeah, and Punjabis are just so well known now for the music, for the culture, for the food, for everything, and there's so much you could do, with all the Punjabi stories, all the beautiful history that we have.
Right. So cool. Well, what's the last Punjabi movie that made you cry or that got you emotional?
Ooh.
For me, it was, I haven't seen it, but so I wanted to see it, because it's a classic. Marida Diva, Raj Babbar's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Shahid, what's the guy's name? Shahid Kapoor. Shahid Kapoor's dad's in it. Pankaj Kapoor.
Wow.
Yeah. That movie made me cry. That was such a sad story. Such a sad, beautifully made. No faltu dialogue. No like BS dialogue. Beautifully made again. Man, it was sad.
When are you watching all these movies that you're crying?
I don't know. The whole house is silent and sleeping, and then I put on a Punjabi movie.
I must be washing the dishes at that time or something. Honestly, this probably sounds bad, but I don't remember the last time a Punjabi movie made me cry. Oh my
God. Okay, fine.
I probably got to watch more now. I mean, maybe once the kids are asleep, that's what I'm going to be doing now. I'm going to put on a Punjabi movie
and cry,
make myself cry. I got to do it now.
Well, the last one that made me laugh out loud that was really good. What's the last one that we were really good that made me laugh out loud? I think Gaddy on Jatta is always, all three of them. Mm-hmm. It just makes you laugh out loud. I mean, they're just so funny. It's stupid comedy and situational comedy,
yeah,
which we have to kind of get out of, but that was just funny. Mm-hmm. Those movies are just funny. Again, Palla again to the rescue.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, good talking.
It's a wrap.
All right, it's a wrap.